we set up the first day that we did get there. The turkeys all come down, and you know, we had our decoys out. I had my strutter out. Had these turkeys coming in. You know, and it was just one of those things. I just couldn't really get them to come in close enough. You know. Got a little excited, and I think I did shoot in front of the turkey a little bit, and I think he might have been a little farther than I thought he was. So I did pop off a couple shots at him, and no hurt to the turkey. He just kind of flew up a little bit, landed, and he just walked right back up over the top of the hill there again, and we just like, wow. Went back up over there and just like strutted around with the other birds, and just thought, man, no way we're going to get them work to come back in. And finally, they went back off in the timber where they came from. So, you know, that was really a good day hunt. I was excited. And then so we kind of busted that day. Then I got a hold of Brody there the next day, and I said, Brody, yeah, come film. My brother couldn't make it, but he was off work, so we got back out there again the next day. But this time, you know, we went back up over on top of the hill where the turkeys were coming out at. And so we thought, well, let's get up there and set out. Well, we had more of them same birds. They flew down, but they ended up coming back down the hill a little ways from us. So that we had them coming in. movement of the deer back in the timber or seeing something, or maybe it might have been those hens that kind of went back down over the bottom of the hill there. So that day there was another exciting day. We had them toms just working that same field again. It's either low or high, and so we turned around and didn't have any luck. Thought I was going to get a shot. He's out there about 60-70 yards. It's just a little too far of a shot. But I did something a little bit different. So from the tent being on the bottom, going all the way completely to the top of the hill where they was normally coming out. So I thought, well, this time I'm just going to try to go in between. And so I ended up going over on the edge of the timber there, got decoys set up, stepped over the fence, leaned up against a tree there, and that's when them toms ended up coming out about halfway up that hill and worked their way towards me. And wasn't really quite for sure if this turkey was going to come into my decoys or not. He's seen them, and there was a couple other turkeys. Had one that stayed down over on the bottom, because he kept gobbling down there a little bit, and but finally had this turkey come in, and you know, I thought I had the opportunity. This was my 5th day out there hunting, and so it was a long shot. It was a good 40, somewhere between 45-50 yards, and we put the hammer down on him and got a nice tom, young tom, but still a nice tom. So, and that was an exciting hunt there. So we got that second season out of the way with one nice bird, and then we stopped and had an extra day to recuperate. So I had a day of rest, and then we got ready to start 3rd season, because I had back-to-back seasons. And I called an old buddy of mine up, that a friend, a longtime high school friend. I called him up, got a hold of Brody, decided to go out and do a little bit of turkey hunting down on his place. And I thought this second time, the first day out, I decided to, that way I'll take my crossbow, get it all set up. So we went to my buddy's place and had a kind of hard time. It's a pretty big area. Turkeys were in another area, so where we normally went and sat up at. So
we can try to get to that log. How far do you think he is? I'm going to say 60, 70.
I went back out again the next day. I thought, well, you know, it's getting close, and it was it was a Sunday. It was my last day of vacation. So I thought, you know, the last couple of days there, I decided, well, I'm going to get the gun back out instead of the crossbow. And we ended up going to this area where he calls the North 40 to get set up, and it's not very far off the road. And we went to go set up there, and he goes, well, let's go up there, and he goes, let's go on the bottom along this ridge. And you know, I'm familiar with the area, but I didn't really know where the turkeys roosted and stuff like that. And we got up there and got set up, got decoys out, and we sat up there, and I tell you what, there was just like turkeys gobbling everywhere. Anyway, finally this turkey, he comes strutting in there, and he seen my decoy, and he was actually coming into my decoy. And you know, I should have given it a little bit more time, but from where I was sitting, and I thought, I'm going to shoot this turkey. I'm going to get this bird. And actually, it was on a little bit of a rise. And when I did finally shoot, I thought maybe I might have missed because the turkey dropped so fast that. But I hollered at my buddy. I said, "Did I get him?" And he said, "Yeah, oh yeah, he's down." So that one, I just wish I would have been a little more patient on that hunt and let him get in there and work on the decoy a little bit. But there wasn't much time, wasn't much space. I'm pretty happy, pretty pleased. This year in 2018, you know, I filled 2 tags, second season, third season, back to back. So I just got to say it was an excellent and successful turkey hunt to get out there and get two birds down.
Get him? Oh yeah. That's like another. Don't step on his head just in case. He's a big bird, you know that.
So, and I'd just like to thank my brother, thank Brody, thank my other long-term high school buddy that let me come down and spend 2 or 3 days down there at his place. So it turned out to be a really successful turkey season for me this year.